Welcome, everyone, to the Chuck Graham Show. Glad to see you guys back. You can visit us at charlesgraham.com. You can support the show by buying from our advertisers or our partners at charlesgraham.com/donate. You can buy from them or you can donate. Either way, helps us out. Let's get to it. I was thinking about the protests going on in Cuba, right? And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about the fact that the Cubans are protesting. The mainstream media tried to make it look like they were protesting the fact that they didn't have vaccines. Hell, they probably don't even have the virus over there. Nobody goes to Cuba. Well, I say nobody. There are people that go to Cuba, and they probably do have the coronavirus. But the point being, they also have old cars, 1950, 60 model vehicles that they're still driving. There's no import-export business over there. People, those folks are fucking suffering. They weren't protesting COVID. They were protesting the government, and that's a death sentence over there too if you don't watch it. But I got to thinking about something. What happened to the wet foot, dry foot policy that used to be? And what that was is where you would have a Cuban American, right? Or a Cuban, not a Cuban American, but a Cuban coming to America. And if they made it to land, they could stay. As long as they touched land, they could stay. That policy had been in for decades. Guess who got rid of it? Obama. Right as he was going out of office, got rid of the wet foot, dry foot policy. Why in the hell would you do that? Why would you not give asylum to people that are floating over here on rafts trying to leave an actual oppressive nation who is actual communism and actual socialism? But yet on our southern border, you'll just leave that damn thing wide ass open. Why? Why would you do that? Well, it just dawned on me. This is why they did it. Because if the Cubans come over here, and remember Donald Trump won like massive Cuban support, right? From, well, the Cuban Americans that are here. The Democrats don't want Cuban Americans over here because they'll vote Republican. They'll vote conservative. They may be a libertarian, who knows? But they'll vote conservative. They're not for that's what they're leaving. That's what the oppression is, the communist, socialist parties over there. Socialism never works, but yet the Democratic Party is pushing that. They don't want those people because they're not a voting bloc. That's why. But I'm going to read you something, and don't take my word for it. You can go look it up online if you want to. I'm going to read you something from the Miami Herald. In a surprising move, one that seriously impacts South Florida, President Obama, whose tenure in Oval Office is up in a week, ends the controversial wet foot, dry foot policy that allows Cuban nationals who make it to land to remain in the United States. The open door closed on Thursday, just like that. The new policy essentially means that Cubans who arrive in the United States without visas no longer will automatically be allowed to stay, then win residency after a year and a day, as mandated by the still-standing Cuban Adjustment Act of 1966. This turns back the clock on decades of preferential and some would say unfair treatment for Cuban refugees. They are now subject to deportation and immigration situations unheard of for Cubans seeking residency since the early 60s. Now, apparently, it's the Cuban Adjustment Act. So the fact of the matter is, he turned that back. I'm assuming that was, I had to go look it up, but I'm assuming that was passed by Congress and signed into law. Really hard for him to ratchet that back if it's the law. However, I don't know if Trump put it back into place or not. Somebody leave me something in the comments. Let me know, because I'm not sure if Trump re-implemented the wet foot, dry foot policy, but they should, because these people are seriously oppressed. Not like Mexicans and Guatemalans and Brazilians and all those that have an economy. And I apologize for my voice. But I'm going to wrap this up because I'm about to lose my voice. But folks, that's why. They don't want these they don't want Cubans coming to America. Because it's not a voting bloc. So when you see that on CNN, it's not about COVID. It's about they are sick of and tired of being oppressed. Those people need to be liberated. And in a big way. Hell, we need to be liberated from these communist, Marxist, leftist Democrats that we have in office right now. That everything's an insurrection if it's a Republican. Oh, no burning of the courthouse down, right? Or the Capitol building? Nope. You know the girl that, blew up the Capitol building in the 70s? Obama commuted her sentence. Now she works for BLM. I forget her name, but go look that up too. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. These folks are the insurrectionists. They can burn down cities, take over city blocks, call it a different country, and that's just peaceful protest. Something that needs to happen. Yeah, what needs to happen is they should have went in there and arrested every fucking one of them and put them in a big-ass chain link fence and processed them all, and then traced the money back to who funded that shit. And then charge them under the RICO statute or for treason. Mainly George Soros and his band of idiots. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me, guys. If you like the show, please subscribe. Pass it along. Tell your friends. We're going to have some more content, some cool content. I'm trying to make it fun and light. But anyway, glad you're here. Glad you're watching the show. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.